Social media beef boils over into a public dispute between one of basketball's top insiders and an old school agent. Two teams get an early start on trade season, and the race is on to improve rosters before the trade deadline. I'm your host Kyle, and welcome to Front Office Files, where we break down the biggest business moves in basketball from the past week. From Twitter drama to creative cap management, let's dive into the money moves transforming the NBA landscape. Before we jump into our main stories, let's rapid fire through some notable moves from the past week. BYU made waves by landing AJ Dybonsa, the top-ranked player in the 2025 high school class, with a $7 million NIL deal. Check out our deep dive video on that story on our channel. Rockets owner Tillman Fertitta appears set to become the next US ambassador to Italy after contributing over $2 million to various political campaigns. Fertitta would join New York Jets owner Woody Johnson and the late Pittsburgh Steelers owner Dan Rooney in the exclusive club of sports team owners turned ambassadors. Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady are expanding their portfolios, getting approved as minority owners of the Buffalo Bills. Owner Terry Pegula says they'll help grow the Bills market in Toronto. NBA Cup ticket prices in Vegas have absolutely crashed. You could have gotten into the Bucks-Hawks semifinal for just $29, while Thunder Rockets tickets were going for $39. The current get-in price for the Bucks-Thunder Cup final is $37. Not exactly the Knicks-Warriors matchup the league was hoping for, but unironically, some of the cheapest entertainment you could probably get in Las Vegas. Speaking of which, the NBA media's selective promotion of only certain teams isn't helping. When you've got a 26-year-old Shai Gilgeous-Alexander putting up 35-6 on the second best team in the league and most people don't care, that's a problem. Caitlin Clark has been named Time's 2024 Athlete of the Year, and her influence keeps growing. During Taylor Swift's Eras Tour stop in Indianapolis, Taylor left Clark a note saying, quote, "Trav and I were excited to attend a Fever game. Having America's biggest pop star and Travis Kelce courtside could be huge for the WNBA, as Swift's NFL appearances caused a 53% spike in teenage girl viewership." The broadcast landscape continues to evolve. NBC is targeting Jamal Crawford and possibly TNT's Reggie Miller as they build their commentary team for their new $27 billion TV deal, while Amazon Prime snagged Dirk Nowitzki for next season's coverage. This is a strategic move. Remember, Prime Video's games will stream worldwide, not just in the US.
Shut it down! Let's go home!
The NBA and FIBA are in serious talks about launching a new European league, with FIBA's Secretary General saying, quote, "The next month will show where we are headed." This could revolutionize how European basketball operates, especially with several top EuroLeague teams potentially available when their league licenses expire after 2025-2026 season. Our top story centers on a fascinating public dispute between NBA insider Shams Charania and agent Bernie Lee over reports about Jimmy Butler's trade availability. The drama kicked off when Shams reported that Lee had been indicating in league circles that Butler was open to several destinations, including Phoenix, Dallas, Houston, and Golden State. Lee's response was swift and scathing. In a series of posts, he called Shams' reporting complete and utter made-up bullshit and suggested he let ChatGPT write his tweets. Heat owner Mickey Arison even joined the fray, retweeting Lee's denial. The tweet even received a community note highlighting Lee's rebuttal, a rare occurrence for NBA trade reporting. But here's where it gets interesting. Shams doubled down, saying,
"I 1000% stand by my reporting. It's fully vetted, and as a professional, that's what I do."
Given Shams' track record and extensive network of sources, it's unlikely he'd fabricate such specific claims. What's more likely is we're watching a complex dance between agents, teams, and the media as they try to control the narrative around Jimmy Butler's future. Looking at the potential destinations, each presents unique challenges. Dallas, while intriguing, will need to navigate complex salary matching due to being hard capped at the first apron. The Warriors could potentially build a package around Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga, but they need to stay under their own cap constraints. Houston has the assets but seems content with their current rebuild, and Phoenix just has too many max players to make the money work. Butler's situation remains fluid. He holds a $52.4 million player option for next season, so he could become a free agent in June. This public drama might be less about trade destinations and more about leveraging for a new contract, with Bernie Lee working to maintain all options while negotiating his client's future. The NBA's trade season got an early start this week with two moves. First, the Heat sent Thomas Bryant to the Pacers for a future second-round pick swap. This isn't just about Indiana getting center depth. For Miami, removing Bryant's $2.1 million salary creates roughly $7 million in payroll and luxury tax savings. But the real chess move came from Golden State and Brooklyn. The Warriors acquired Dennis Schroeder for D'Anthony Melton's expiring contract and 2 second-round picks, giving themselves both an immediate boost and future flexibility. The timing here is crucial. By completing the deal before December 16th, the Warriors can still package Schroeder in another trade this season. That means Golden State maintains its ability to pursue bigger fish like Jimmy Butler before the February 6th trade deadline. For the Nets, this was a calculated step towards the future. After a surprising 10-15 start put them at risk of winning too many games, Brooklyn moved their best player from an overachieving roster. They now have 13 second-round picks stockpiled alongside their treasure chest of first, setting themselves up nicely for a rebuild while positioning themselves for a higher draft pick in 2025. The Warriors managed to thread the needle perfectly here. Schroeder makes just $250,000 more than Melton, keeping them $330,409 below the first apron. More importantly, they've given themselves a much-needed jolt amid a 2-7 slump without sacrificing any first-round picks or their ability to make a bigger splash later this season. As we wrap up this week's episode, here are some development stories we're tracking. December 15th marks when most players signed this offseason become trade eligible, so expect activity to pick up. The G League Winter Showcase starts December 19th in Orlando, where most GMs will be looking for potential deals. Expect to hear more word on the Timberwolves sale arbitration and who are serious about buying the Boston Celtics before the end of 2024. Washington, Utah, and Brooklyn have established themselves as clear sellers, with Toronto, Portland, and Chicago potentially joining them. Thanks for watching this episode of Front Office Files. If you enjoyed diving into the business side of basketball, make sure to like, comment, and share with someone who would enjoy breakdowns of the money moves behind the game. Subscribe to Basketball Business for more great content on the off-court moves that make the on-court plays. Until next time, this is Kyle with Basketball Business.